If you're listening to music and this song randomly appears, you need to either shut your phone off extremely quickly or toss it into a fire. This is a really creepy legend that's been going viral around the internet. This song will pop up if you're listening to music on shuffle. The name of the MP3 is I'm Your Problem Now, and according to the legend, this song only pops up when it's a night of a quarter moon. A quarter moon occurs when we see the moon half illuminated by the sun and half enshrouded in darkness. This file apparently cannot be skipped or paused once it begins playing. And what's so strange is that the first minute of the song is completely silent. But then you'll hear this explosion of screaming voices, and this will go up to max volume on your phone, and it lasts about 7 minutes. It's said that if the song begins playing, close your eyes immediately before the screams start, and do not open them even slightly for any reason during the 7 minutes.
This is why you should never play hide and seek with Elmo.
So this is about an Elmo hide and seek toy that came out in 2017.
Basically, one player hides Elmo, while the other people use the clue cards to find him.
And while Elmo is hiding, you'll hear him say,
I am here, I am here.
But there was one very creepy review about this toy.
This user posted about how a friend gave him this toy as a joke, and because he wasn't going to use it, he put it away in storage to give to one of his younger cousins, and weird things started to happen.
In the middle of the night, he would wake up hearing the voice of this toy say things like,
Come and find me, I am here.
And Elmo would be hiding in a completely random area of the house.
So he obviously immediately got rid of it. But I've also seen a lot of other people saying that there was this glitch where Elmo would literally say,
I am here,
after the toy had been turned off. Imagine hearing that coming from your closet. Here are some of the creepiest messages that people have found in bottles washed up on the shore. There was this lady who was walking on the beach and saw this bottle sitting in the sand. It had this rolled up message inside, and when she opened it, it read, Now you are cursed, and I am free. And it was the most haunting thing she had ever read, had no idea what it meant or where it came from. Who did she free, and what was the curse that was now upon her? There's another story about a girl that was walking along the beach at Oceanside, California, when she stumbled across a jar that creeped her out. The jar was full of this strange pink liquid, and when she drained it, she found this folded piece of paper wrapped in a black ribbon. When she unfolded the paper, she realized it was actually a washed out photo of a woman in pink, and the photo had been pierced several times with pins, which may indicate that this was an attempt to put a curse on someone. There's a creepy app called Nothing that you should never download on your phone. This is definitely one of the weirdest apps that I've ever come across, and as the name suggests, the app does absolutely nothing. When you open the app, you'll see this blank gray screen, and in the very center, there's just the word nothing written there with nothing else around it. I guess hence the name. There are no buttons, there are no menus, and there's no way to interact with the app either. And I mean, I guess the app developers achieved what they wanted because it does nothing. There was this review of someone who downloaded the app just for fun to see what it would do, but when she went to delete it afterwards, it wouldn't let her. And then slowly all the apps on her phone started disappearing until there was nothing, and she couldn't use her phone anymore. Now what's interesting is that I did a video about this app probably 2 or 3 years ago, and at the time the app did exist, but I just went onto my app store now and I don't see it anymore, so I guess it really is nothing.
This is why you should never use a red crayon.
This is about a creepypasta called The Crayons.
A married couple who had just returned from their honeymoon decided to buy a house. And one day the husband was walking down the hall when he spotted a red crayon lying on the floor.
Now the couple didn't have any children, so they wondered where this crayon had come from.
The next day the husband came home from work to find another red crayon lying in the same spot.
He was very puzzled and decided to ask his wife about it.
She told him that every day since they first moved into the house, she had been finding red crayons when she was cleaning.
And they were always lying in the same spot at the end of the hallway.
So he tapped on the wall at the end of the hallway and heard a hollow sound. Curious, he began peeling off the wallpaper.
And behind the wallpaper, he found a pair of sliding doors. They were nailed shut, so he had to open them one by one. And then he opened the doors to reveal a small hidden room.
Looking inside, they saw that the walls of the little space were covered in words scribbled in red crayon.
Over and over were the words, Mommy, I'm sorry, let me out. Mommy, I'm sorry, let me out. I wanted to tell you guys about a very dangerous doll that came out in 1996. This was actually a Cabbage Patch doll that was called the Snack Time Kid. Now this doll actually came out for Christmas time in the 90s and everyone was freaking out over it. It was flying off the shelves, everybody was buying it. But soon after, it was recalled because it was eating children's hair. Now the point of the doll was so that kids could place plastic food in their mouth and they would actually eat and chew it. But it had a very powerful battery and jaw and teeth. And kids' fingers and hair would often get caught in the mouth and they couldn't turn it off. So it would literally chew on kids' hair all the way up to their scalps and literally pull it out. The amount of hospital visits they would get were insane. I also heard this rumor that it ate someone's guinea pig, which I hope is not true.